Good morning, students. Last class we have discussed about the difference between the complete dominancy, incomplete dominancy, codominancy. So incomplete dominancy is very important. 5 marks question this one, 5 marks answer. So 2 examples you have to write. Codominancy. So codominancy means F1 or offspring showing the both parental characters. So father is AA blood group, mother is BB, means F1 children is getting the both blood groups. That only this definition. Now if you are observing the blood group of this one, A, B, AB and O. A blood group, this one is A blood group, this genotypes. Genotype of the A blood group is, I already explained in first year, IA. It's a one possibility. This one is a homozygous dominant form. These two are the homozygous dominant. And IO. This one is the heterozygous dominant form. Next B is IB and IBIO. So the same homozygous dominant and heterozygous dominant form. And AB, IA and IB. This one is the codominancy. Next O blood group is the homozygous recessive. IO. This one is the homozygous recessive form. Totally 6 possibilities there in 4 blood groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possibilities in 4 blood groups. 6 possibilities of the genotypes. Next one is supplementary lesson. In supplementary lesson we will see this one. See here in textbook 2020 copy means okay, but old textbook in the page number 287. This one is the page number 287. Here it is in this chapter only there, polygenic inheritance or and also pleiotropy. In this lesson, these subtopics also included in the syllabus. Like that we completed this one, sex determination, honeybee and the color blindness also we completed. Now we will discuss about these two, pleiotropy. These two will discuss pleiotropy and polygenic inheritance. Now first we will see this one, pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is the best example to the pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is also called as a single gene mutation. So example is phenylketonuria, already we are completed, and sickle cell anemia also example to the pleiotropy. Now pleiotropy or single gene mutation means so single gene. What is that, Nana? See, very easy. Single gene regulate the many phenotypic characters. So many phenotypic characters. This one we can call as the pleiotropy. And see, very easy in contrast to this one. So here is a single gene. Correct? This one is the polygenic inheritance means many genes in contrast to this one, Nana. Many genes regulating single phenotypic character. So this one we can call as the polygenic inheritance. See, very easy to distinguish. Single gene regulating the many phenotypes. Here many genes regulate the single phenotypic character. So this one we can call as the polygenic inheritance. And next one is this. For this one, these are the examples: phenylketonuria and sickle cell anemia. And polygenic inheritance is skin color of the humans, height of the humans, hair color of the humans. Next IQ, intelligent quotient. Now if you are observing the phenylketonuria is an example for the pleiotropy. Already I explained this one, pleiotropy. And sickle cell anemia. This one autosomal recessive 12th autosomal recessive gene. Pleiotropy means single gene. Many phenotype regulate. So this one we can call as the pleiotropic. Now it is called as autosomal 12th autosomal recessive disease. In this process, actually phenylalanine, normal process I am telling to you, phenylalanine converted into tyrosine amino acid. It will converted into tyrosine amino acid. Students, see here phenylketonuria is example to the pleiotropy. In that reason only you can write a single gene regulate the many phenotypic expressions. It is a autosomal recessive, 12th autosomal recessive. In this process, see this one phenylalanine is a substance is converted into the tyrosine amino acid in the presence of phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. In the presence of phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. So here what happening, what I am saying, because of pleiotropy single gene effect, because of the single gene effect, then this gene is not produced, actually this gene only actually producing the phenylalanine hydroxylase. If this gene is not produced, in such circumstances phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not produced. So if phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not produced means, now see here phenylalanine is not converted into tyrosine amino acid. In such circumstances phenylalanine is converted into phenyl pyruvic acid and other derivatives, phenyl pyruvic acids and other derivatives. Consequences, phenylalanine accumulate in the, so phenylalanine accumulate in the brain cells, then interrupts the nerve impulses. So what I am telling, a consequence, phenylalanine accumulate in the brain cells, then interrupt the nerve impulses, that will can convert into phenyl pyruvic acid, PPA, phenyl pyruvic acid. Phenylalanine convert into phenyl pyruvic acid. Now many phenotypic characters. Many phenotypic characters. What are the many phenotypic characters? See, many phenotypic characters are, one is mental retardation. So one phenotypic character. Second phenotypic reduction in hairs. So that means hair loss is there. And skin pigmentation. Skin pigmentation will be happening. Black color, skin color will be. Next, PP excrete through the urine because of poor reabsorption. So phenyl pyruvic acid excrete through the urine because of poor reabsorption. So that is the PCT, DCT loop of Henle in the kidneys. They are not possible to reabsorb this phenyl pyruvic acid because their size of this phenyl pyruvic acid is more, so that they are not reabsorbing. So that's why these are having the poor reabsorption capacity. Next one is students, that explanation of the polygenic inheritance, detailed explanation of polygenic inheritance, it also called as the quantitative inheritance. This page number 287 to 88 it is there. Cumulative effect is also called as the cumulative effect. So what is the definition about this one? Many genes regulate the only single character or single phenotype, that we can call as the phylogenetic inheritance. So it was first studied by the, it's autosomal problem nana. So it was Davenport studied this example in skin color in human beings. Now if you are observing the some examples of the polygenic inheritance, one is the skin color of the human is the first example. Second one is the height of the human beings. And third one is the hair color of the humans. And IQ means intelligent quotients. 11 sets of genes regulating this IQ. So now we will see this one here. One example of this one is the skin color of the human beings. So skin color of the human beings. See, skin color of the human beings regulating the 6 dominant genes. 6 dominants. What are the 6 dominant genes? Capital A, capital B, capital C. 6 dominant genes regulating. If these 6 dominant genes are combined in the human beings, so maximum melanin production will be takes place. So when maximum melanin production takes place in that people's, the skin color is completely black. And next one is If dominant genes are the capital A, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. See, this one is a triple cross. What I am saying, this one is a triple cross, not double dihybrid cross, trihybrid cross. We can explain this skin color in humans through the trihybrid cross. What na? Trihybrid cross. So 6 dominant genes means maximum black color. So second option is capital A, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. How many dominant genes are there, Nana? 3 dominant genes are there and 3 recessive genes are there. So in 3 dominant genes combination, intermediate melanin production will takes place. Intermediate means medium color melanin production will be takes place. And the third one is if no melanin, that means number of 0 dominant genes, small a, small b, small b, small c, small c. Here no dominant genes. No dominant genes means 0 dominant genes means no melanin production. So if no melanin means that peoples we can call as the albinos. What we can call, Nana? Albinos. Albinos means so they are not having black color in their skin from top to the bottom. And the next one is see here, suppose the person is having the 6 dominant genes means a combination of the 6 dominant genes. I can explain to you. If the person is having 6 dominant genes means then they are producing the black color. And suppose if the person is producing 5 dominant genes means it's a very dark skin color. Yes, skin very dark. It's a black skin. 6 dominant genes means black color skin will producing. 5 dominant genes means very dark skin color will producing. 4 dark means dark skin will produce. And here 3 dominant genes means intermediate skin color will be produced. 2 dominant means fair skin will produce. 1 dominant means very fair skin will produce. Or 0 dominant means these peoples are the albinos. Now we will discuss about the this one trihybrid cross. Suppose see here a black skin boy is marrying with the albino girl. Suppose a black skin boy is marrying the albino girl. What it is happening? See here, parents character, this P is a parent. Capital A, trihybrid cross. Capital B, capital C, capital C. Here a small a, small b, small c, small c gametes I took. This for the albino girl. Now gametes are here A, B, C, small a, B, C. These are the gametes. In a F1 hybrid, see in F1 hybrid will producing the capital A, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. Like this gametes will be producing. If they are selfing, we are selfing this one. These people means selfing means again you can take it. How to self it here? I can show here. See this. How many gametes? Possible gametes are. Total possible gametes are the 8 gametes will produce. Selfing, through the selfing 8 possible gametes will be produced. So see here how to selfing, this one is very important ma. So selfing process, take it, this one is the so capital A, small a, capital B, small b, so capital C, small c. You can take the selfing process. So how 8 gametes you will get it, then I will explain to here. Here I can explain to here. See 1, 2, 3. A, capital B, capital C. And second one, capital A, capital B, small c. Capital B, small c. Okay, like that you have to write. Now capital A, small b, capital C. Next is capital A, small b, you understood, small c, like this. Next one, next possibility. Now see here, small a, capital B, capital C. Small a, capital B, small c. Next possibility, small a, small b, capital C, small a, small b, capital C. Next small a, small b, small c. Small a, small b, small c. Totally how many possible gametes we are getting, Nana? So totally possible gametes we are getting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible gametes. So these 8 possible gametes you can take in the selfing process. See here in the selfing process, so like this table you can have to construct it 8 possible gamete table you have to construct it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this gametes you have to take. This side also you have to put it this one 8 gametes. Now I will show this one is the 8 possible gametes. See this I am showing the 8 possible gametes. 8 possible gametes, capital A, B, C, A, B, C. As per this one only, capital A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, small c. So like this 8 gametes I took here and 8 gametes I took here. So this one we can call as a sperm, and see this one we can call as the sperm side, and this side is the egg side gametes. And the sperm side gametes, see here. So sperm side, capital A, B, C, selfing of 8, 8, 8. Total gametes how many we will able to get, Nana? 8 into 8. 8, 8, so that are the 64 gametes totally we can able to get it. 64 gametes we can able to get it. Now see, this one is A, B, C, A, B, C. So 6 gametes. So here by putting all those things, actually what you have to do, A, B, C means, so you have to put it A, B, C, here A, B, C is there, correct? So actually in table what it should come, so A, B, B, C, C. So if you are doing like this means, so it will take so much time, 1 hour, 2 hours time will be getting for filling of all this table. That's why very simple techniques I can explain to you. Here you can write the total number of dominant gametes. Total number of dominant gametes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that I have written here 6 like this. Okay. So totally 6. See here if your 1 is less, so 5 like this, 4, 4, 4. So total number of dominant gametes only you can put it in these boxes. Okay, you do this process. Next, once we calculated this process like this means, you can find out the 6 dominant gametes. In how many you will get it? 6 dominant gametes you will get it 1 only. 6 dominant gametes you will get it 1 only. And 5 dominant gametes you will getting almost 6 you will get it. And 4 dominant gametes you will getting 15. And you can do it. It should come 3 dominant to 20 you will get it. 2 dominant gamete 15 you will get it. 1 dominant gamete 1 time very fair. When dominant gamete you will getting the 6 number, and 0 dominant gamete you will getting the 1. So this one is the 0 dominant gametes. So 0 dominant gametes. So like this you fill the table and show to me, Nana. After that if you are shown this graphic form, this one is a graphic form. So slowly suppose 1 gamete dominant 1 by 64, total 64. Some one number gametes are there, 6 number gametes are there, 15 number gametes are there, and 20 number of the gametes are there. Like that if you are taking this one means, again this side will comes the same way. So that means skin color of the human games in the polygenic inheritance, it will comes into a bell shaped graph. It will showing the bell shaped graph.